They look like anything but playmakers. The floor is yours.
Right. And that pass Scotty Miller dropped. I don't want to talk about that because, Scotty Miller, I talked a couple weeks ago when CeeDee Lamb became that number one receiver, and I said, you catching the balls in your hands naturally tighten up. He could have easily reached up there and caught that ball, but he felt like pressure was coming from the inside. Okay. So he wanted to put it on his body, but he doesn't know how, and it hit him right in his face. You got to make that play. You cannot drop the ball. And I mean, listen, this is why you can't come in here and brag about any area of football that was played yesterday.
Yeah, it was
you
ugly.
can't talk about Tampa's defense. I don't even want to talk about Rams' defense. I don't want to talk about the Rams' offense. None of it looked good. All that looked good was that last drive. Yeah. When Tom Brady got that 55th game-winning touch drive, which is the most in NFL history. And that Tom did it in a game-winning drive manner, that is what I'm saying saved the season. I'm not talking about that they got the win. I'm talking about how they got the win is what saved the season because they needed something to believe in. And to know that Tom came back and got his 55th game-winning drive, which is the NFL record, gives them something to believe in moving forward. That's what this team needs. This team, you say they're not talented enough, and they've lost a lot of talent. But I just believe they need something to feel good about.
But that's the difference for me, playmaker. I think yesterday is something to feel good about rather than something to believe in. Because the reality is
that's why I'm saying that last drive is something to believe in.
No. Because
you're
not going to play a defense that plays that bad.
To win a game in the last second like that, when you knew you were going home, did you see what Sean McVay looked like on the sideline? He said, this game was won. Yeah. This game was won. And I know we don't talk about it because Cooper Kupp is great. Cooper Kupp should have, instead of going to slide, he should have planted his foot and went ahead right into somebody as hard as he could have. Not go out of bounds. I'm talking about cut back in and try to get a first down.
No, what happens if he cuts back into the three guys that are right there and then he gets taken out of bounds and the clock stops?
No. I got to try. Listen. They lost that game yesterday.
I think on third down they throw the football.
One first down wins that football game.
I agree.
And your offense did not. It wasn't like you were going up and down that football field. What makes you think you're going to pick up another 4 or 5 yards? I got to try to get this first down before I worry about that clock. Well, I'm going to plant my foot in the ground and run into those dudes. I'd have picked up another 2, 3, 4 yards.
You're a different cat, though.
I'm a little bit bigger.
A couple of things.
Cooper Kupp's a big dude. He's 6'2", 210 pounds.
Hey, fellas,
yes,
I'm not there, but I'm still Stephen A. Stand down. Hold on for a second. First of all, Orlovsky, you shouldn't be arguing with anybody about running out of bounds. Just trust me on that. Just take my word for it. You shouldn't be arguing with anybody about running out of bounds. That's number one, okay? Number two, and more important.
That is a pivotal moment for you on this show.
I'm just saying, you shouldn't be arguing with anybody about running out of bounds. All right, let's just throw that out the way. That's number one. Number two, Dan Orlovsky, you got to be consistent, my brother. You've talked about Tom Brady, all right? If you're talking about him in the postseason where one of the greatest, if not the greatest ever, has an opportunity, when you look at the NFC South, man, the bottom line is it's all about getting in. It's all about getting in.
As quarterback only, their team is not good enough to get into this contention.
I agree. Hold on. I agree. I agree. But once you get in, you've seen historically, you have seen teams wet the bed where there were expectations for them. And then all of a sudden, come playoff time, they don't show up. It has happened. So if I got Tom Brady on the opposite side of the field, I got to pay attention to that. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.